In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the myQ Smart Garage Hub from Chamberlain. So the reason we went ahead and purchased this smart home device is because we always have a question when we leave the house as to whether or not we close the garage door. Did I close it? Did my wife close it? Did the kids close it? We never know. So what ends up happening is we have to loop back around the house, loop back around the neighborhood, come back to the house, make sure the garage door is closed, and then eventually go on to do what we intended to do in the first place. So to eliminate that, we want to be able to install this garage door sensor and check the status from our phone. And if we happen to leave the garage door unlocked or open, then we could just hit a button and have it closed from wherever we are. So in this video, we're going to be going through and installing this and hopefully solving that problem for good. Okay, so in this video, what we're going to cover is we're going to take a look at the features of this unit. We're also going to do an unboxing. We'll show you how to install the unit, and we'll take a look at the app and what you need to do in order to use this at your home. So some of the features of this, the reason why we went with it is this includes an app that you install on your phone. It can either be an iPhone or an Android phone, and it will go through and let you open and close the garage door from the phone app. It also let you see the status of the garage door if your door is open or closed. And if you have multiple garage doors, you can install additional sensors on all of your garage doors so you can see the status of all of them. Additionally, we plan to integrate this into our smart home hub, which should let us be able to do things like when we go away from the house, all the doors should lock on our house, the garage door close, etc. So that's the ultimate plan, and this is a piece of that. You can also set up alerts on your phone if you leave your garage door open too long to remind you if you accidentally left it open. You can also schedule your garage door to close at certain times of the day, which is a really nice feature. And since the communication between your Wi-Fi network and the device is encrypted, it should be safe from hackers. Also, if you'd like to purchase one of these myQ Smart Hub home garage door openers, we'll have a link in the description below that will take you to the website that has the best price. Now we'll take a look and see what's actually included in the box. Okay, we're going to unbox the myQ Smart Garage Hub. Maybe. There we go. All right. So it says, welcome to your smarter home. Got information here, how to connect your phone to this. And really this is all there is to it. It's just this hub here that installs in your garage. That's the bulk of it. And you've got this quick start guide. You've got this warning information because you got to make sure that you install this on the garage door that has the safety sensors. Then this is a sensor that you install on the garage door itself. This helps the unit know if the garage door is open or closed. Basically, if it goes like this, then it knows it's open. If it's down, it knows it's closed, right? So that communicates with this hub. And what else is in here? Got the power adapter. And it looks like you've got a mounting bracket and installation hardware. And that is that. Some requirements for installation before we get started. First of all, you need to make sure you have a Wi-Fi network, which is kind of a no-brainer. Also, you need to make sure that you have a compatible smartphone. They have applications available for iPhone and for Android. So again, it's pretty broad that your phones typically should be compatible with this. And also, you need to make sure that you have a garage door opener that's compatible. Now, looking at their website, it looks like a lot of garage door openers are compatible with this unit, but it's probably a good idea to go ahead and check before you purchase one of these to make sure your garage door opener is on the list, and we'll include a link to that website in the description. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a strong Wi-Fi signal in the garage where you're planning on placing it. And it looks like here, where we're planning on putting it, it looks like it does. Now, if we had a weak signal here, we would either look at moving it maybe to a location that's a little bit closer to the router. And if that still wasn't good enough, what we would do is we would look at purchasing a Wi-Fi extender, which we can also include a link to that in the description below. Basically, those will just help you have additional coverage in your house. And when you're doing smart home installations, the Wi-Fi extenders can be a really good asset. Okay, so actually the first thing you want to do after you check your Wi-Fi signal is to install the door sensor. And the reason why we're starting with this first is because we're going to set up the hub before we actually install it in the ceiling, just to make things a little bit easier. So in order to do that, this actually will either screw onto your garage door or it will attach to it through some adhesive strips, and both of those are included. And what we're gonna do, since we're gonna use the adhesive strips, we're gonna clean off the area with some rubbing alcohol first, just to make sure it will stick really well. The other thing you need to make sure you do is to install the sensor on the top door panel. And the reason for that is because if your door is open at all, like if it's just even slightly open, that top door panel is gonna be kicked in just a little bit, and that will be enough of difference from level to tell the sensor that the door is actually open, even just a little bit. So you wanna make sure you install on the top panel. So we've cleaned the area with rubbing alcohol to make sure there's nothing on there that will prevent it from sticking. The next thing we'll do is we'll remove the battery tab from this door sensor, which will actually turn it on. So that's that. And then we'll install these adhesive strips to the back of this and then onto the garage door. Okay, so we pulled off the adhesive strip on half of this to install on the back of this sensor, and then we're going to uninstall, we're going to pull the adhesive strip off the other side. And then we're going to stick it onto the garage door. Just press it on gently to make sure it sticks. Making sure it's level. All right, that part's done. Okay, so now that the door sensor is installed, what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug in the hub before we mount it on the ceiling to complete the rest of the setup. So what we'll do is we'll plug it in here, and there's supposed to be a blue light. There's a blue light there. You can see that lighting up. And now that this is plugged in, what we're gonna do is we're going to install the myQ app on our phone and complete the setup from there. And we'll test this to make sure the garage door opens and closes before we mount this on the ceiling. And we're at the point in the app where it says we need to pair the hub to the garage door opener itself. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here and we're gonna complete the steps. So it says grab a ladder, we did that. Select the brand of garage door motor that you have, which is a Chamberlain LiftMaster. Let's see here, LiftMaster. Find and learn program button from the list below, be located on the side or bottom of the garage door motor. After you have located your button, tap found to continue. Found it to continue. Okay, so right here, we basically open this part here. And there's our button, it's a purple button right there. So I hit found it. Select the color of the button you have, purple. And then push the program learn button you just located until your LED turns on and release quickly. So we're gonna hold this down, it turns on and release it, okay? So next. You're now attempting to pair with your motor. Depending on your brand, this could take multiple tries. Please be patient. So it still says it's pairing. And the garage door is opening. So I think the pair was successful. And it says it's paired. All right, so we're going to close this and continue the rest of the application setup before we install the hub on the ceiling. Okay, so in the package they include screws and wall anchors, which is great. So that way you can basically drill a hole and mount it anywhere. But I always like to, when I'm installing something, to mount it on a stud. So I'm going to use the stud finder to find where a stud is, mark that location, and then I'll mark where the bracket needs to be installed and just screw the screws directly into the stud itself. And now that's installed. So we should be able to use the app to open and close the garage. It says the garage door has been open for 16 minutes. If you can see that there. All right, so we're gonna close the garage door. So it beeps and flashes to let you know it's being closed. There you go. All right, so if you open the garage door from the application, it doesn't flash and it doesn't beep. And so what do we like about this unit? Well, we like the fact that it was really easy to install. It just took us not very long at all to actually install the unit in the garage, pair it with the garage door opener, and hook it up to our Wi-Fi network. The other thing we really liked about this unit is something that we really didn't expect, but it includes a light that's on the hub itself. So if you issue a command from your cell phone to either open or close the garage door, if someone happens to be in the garage, they'll see that light flash and they'll know that the garage door opener is about to move. And the other thing that we really enjoyed about this garage door opener is the fact that it has an alert feature. So if your garage door is left open for too long, it'll send an alert to your phone. And that really just gives you peace of mind to know that you haven't forgotten to close the garage door if you end up leaving your house or if you end up going to bed, for example. If you do happen to leave your garage door open, then you'll get an alert on your phone and then you can close it right from the app. What do we not like about this unit? Well, we found out that this unit doesn't natively integrate with our smart home hub, which is the Samsung SmartThings hub. It looks like it'll integrate with Nest natively, but not the Samsung Smart Hub. So we're gonna have to figure out what we can do to automate our entire home with this unit, but I'm not sure, I don't feel like it's a deal breaker. We just have to see what we need to do to make it work. Okay, so who should purchase this? Well, if you're like me and you always forget to close the garage door, this will save you a lot of time having, instead of going and coming back to make sure your garage door is closed, you can just check your phone and close it from wherever you are. It'll also save you the headache and the worry of not knowing whether or not your garage door is closed and sometimes, taking a gamble and thinking, well, I think it's closed and I'll just go ahead and do what I was going to do anyway. And some of those times I have to admit that I've gone ahead and made that decision and then come back to realize that actually, no, the garage door was open. So if you're really looking for that peace of mind, I'd recommend getting this unit just to help make sure that all of your home is safe while you're not there. Okay, again, if you'd like to purchase this unit, then there's going to be a link in the description below. You can click on that and it'll take you to a website that has the current best price. Also, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you have any comments or questions about it, please leave a question below and we try to get to those comments as soon as we can. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we recommend that you do. Top Homeowner, we try to cover things that will help make you the top homeowner in your neighborhood. All right, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.